Okay, YouTube. I'm trying to be serious about this story. What I'm going to talk about today is the Chris Brown verbal attack at a bookstore signing that he had in New York last night. Now, he had a lot of fans that were just happy to see him, taking pictures. He was smiling. But then you hear like heckles in the background from like people in the audience, one saying, smack my bitch up, and this and that, kept repeating that. And then you have like two angry women that's just going off, like, you's a fucking beater, you're a pussy, and all of that. And Chris Brown heard all of that, and he just walking through, still taking his pictures. And I just feel that maybe that was a little harsh. I'm starting to actually feel bad for Chris Brown a little bit because of the verbal abuse. He's only about 20, and he's getting this kind of negative abuse from actually you have two white women that are upset. Maybe she was a little drunk. I don't know what's going on, but that I have a link up. I'm gonna have a link up to the actual video. There is video of the lady and the crowd and the people that were heckling, and it seems like the lady that was really upset, I don't know if that was her boyfriend or husband, but he was the one that was saying, smack my bitch up, smack my bitch up. And then after Chris Brown left, she still was saying how much of a pussy she thought he was. And then then the guy that was saying smack my bitch up grabbed her arm like they were together, looking at her saying smack my bitch up, basically shut the hell up. But she has a right to her opinion. She was very upset. I don't know if she was intoxicated. I don't know. But the whole thing is, it didn't happen to her. Like, Chris Brown did not hit her. Rihanna, he hit Rihanna. He beat Rihanna. We all saw the picture. But to carry on with a verbal abuse, you're basically teaching that violence and verbal abuse is should be accepted, is good, because he beat a woman, he might have verbally abused Rihanna as well as physically abused Rihanna, but she's making it okay. But she has a lot of verbal abuse going on, and this is the kind of thing that I wonder what Chris Brown thinks of. Every time he tries to get past this, he has people that's gonna do that. And I guess because he's an R&B star, it's fun to do that, even if you really didn't care. I don't believe she cared that much if he beat Rihanna. After all these many months that's passed by, I don't think she cared that much. But she wanted to humiliate him and embarrass him. He kept his stroll on. He kept going, and I respect that. But part of me believes that he got in that limo or that car, and he thought about it, and he just maybe put his head down. It had to bother him, because this is a different from a year ago. You would have never had a fan or anyone heckle him in a situation that made his character look bad. But since he's already made his character look bad, he has to deal with the consequences for this. I would say it was unnecessary for her to say anything in his setting. If he's at a signing or at an event where he's making an appearance, what's the point of going there talking about it, calling him all kinds of ignorant names, because that was ignorant, because that showed her class level. What kind of class did she have by saying you're a pussy, you're this and that? That's something that I could see her being raised about maybe 8 months ago. But as far as to make a point to embarrass him, that's her right. But she should have went about it a different way. As far as Chris Brown, he's got to deal with that. But when you think about it, would she heckle Bill Clinton? Would she say cheater, 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 you're a fucking cheater? Would she say that to Bill Clinton? I don't think so. I'm just saying, because it's one thing. He's a African American R&B celebrity, whatever you want to call him, but he's still a human. He's already said he was sorry. He did whatever time that was. he had to clean up, he had to do community service and things like that. He's still trying to clean up his life and trying to move on, but it's unnecessary for somebody to basically go out of character. I don't believe she's normally like that, but it was a situation where she took advantage of the cameras. TMZ was there, different media outlets were there, and she wanted to voice her opinion, but she didn't do it in an intelligent way. I wish she would have used her voice to maybe say something intelligent to the camera that can make people think, like, well, Chris, I'm not letting you off the hook, but I know that if something happened to me, I would want forgiveness. I would want whatever I did, I would want forgiveness. This is him beating Rihanna is nothing for him to not be forgiven about. He did not kill anybody. Rihanna is looking just as beautiful as she did before. Rihanna has to deal with the actual pain of it, the physical torment, because they are entertainers to us. No matter how much we love their music, they are not our they're not personally in our lives. They're in our lives from a distance. So I think that Chris Brown should at least got that kind of respect as to go to a signing with fans that appreciate him, and not to be heckled and things like that. That was just unnecessary. Personally, I would have laughed because that was just funny because she seemed kind of ignorant. Come on, let's stop. It's not that serious for you to constantly badger somebody. You know why I feel this way? Because Janet Jackson, I'm Janet Jackson's #1 fan, but I don't know her. Now, she has definitely close people to her that love and care about her. But me, I'm coming from a fans database, or I'm saying database. I'm tripping. I'm coming from a fan standpoint. My fan standpoint is that Janet did not pull that clothing off at the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Justin Timberlake did. And when I saw Justin Timberlake get a slap on the wrist, it was okay. He got to have a smash album. They played his stuff on the radio. MTV embraced them and everything. And for them to shut out Janet, and Janet was the first MTV icon, and basically in that performance, he was the first one. People don't want to realize this, but I saw his first interview was on Access Hollywood, and he was walking off the stage, and he said, "It's entertainment, baby." And he said that not knowing that it was going to be a bad reaction around America. But how many years has it been? 2004? The Super Bowl's been 2004, and now basically since Michael basically died, now we want Janet to open up for the MTV Awards. We want Janet to open up for the AMAs, and that should have already came with her track record. It should not have been something to not forgive her on, even if you thought she planned it or whatever. I don't believe she planned it, because that reaction on her face, she should have won an Oscar for it then, because of that reaction on her face told me that this was not supposed to happen. And back to Chris, let Chris move on. Rihanna's moved on. I mean, I can see if he disfigured Rihanna and we got to see Rihanna and stuff like that, but he didn't do anything like that. And thank God he didn't get to do that. And she's at all of his events just to harass him. I mean, that has to be some kind of form of harassment, but that's just my opinion. Tell me what you think. Let me know. I'll rate, comment, and subscribe. I have a movie coming out called Undone and Downgrade. You can find that out at calativity.com. I'll put that on the credits. And I have a blog called funnyandink.com. If you want me to talk about anything, you just hit me up on YouTube. Let me know. And I thank you. Keep watching. Please hit that yellow button and subscribe. Rate, comment, and subscribe. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Bye.